This is for Year 12 Specialist Maths. It comes out of 7B. It's how do you do integration using the inverse trigonometric functions where there's a coefficient in front of the independent variable. Now for some reason I lost my dx. I'm just going to add that there. Okay, so 1f and 1h. It's a positive 1 over the square root. So I'm going to be using this rule here. Positive 1 on top, the square root of a squared minus x squared. I don't wish for a coefficient in front of the x squared, so that 4 has to be taken out as a common factor. So I'm going to do some algebra. I've got the integral of 1 over the square root of 4 bracket 4 divided into 16 is 4 minus 4x squared divided by 4 is x squared dx. That 4 is inside the square root. When I bring it out from inside the square root, it's going to be a 2, 4 minus x squared dx. And since it's in the denominator, I'm going to put a half out the front. 1 over 2 squared minus x squared dx. And that's looking very much like, and I've got a square root, remember, very much like this, where a is 2, I've got minus x squared, I've got a 1 on the top. So that's going to equal a half, the inverse sign of x on a, and a is 2, plus some constant c. Okay, in the second example that I've got there, which is 7b question 1h, I've got a 9, I've got a 16t squared divided by 1, so I'm going to be using this rule, which is the inverse tan. However, I don't want that 16 there, so I'm going to take the 16 out as a common factor. 1 on top of 16. The 9 divided by 16 is 9 on 16. The 16t squared divided by 16 is plus t squared dt. So I've got a 1 on 16 integral 1 on top of 3 on 4 all squared plus t squared dt. Because a is squared, a must be 3 on 4, so when it's squared it becomes 9 on 16. Since I need an a in the numerator, I need 3/4 there. So I've got a 1 on 16 integral, I need 3/4 over 3/4 squared plus t squared dt. To multiply and put that 3/4 in there, I need to counterbalance it by multiplying by 4/3. The 4/3 times the 3/4 would be the same as what this expression is. 4 cancels with 16 4 times. I've got 1 on 12 integral 3 on 4 over 3 on 4 squared plus t squared dt, which gives me 1 on 12 inverse tan of t on a, where a is 3/4. So t on top of 3/4, the 4 would become in the numerator, plus some constant c. So that's how I've manipulated, and I've manipulated the form so they end up with a squared plus t squared. And I've had to take out common factors and multiply by 3/4, therefore I multiply by 4/3 out the front. Okay, so that's how I've done those two.